I wanted to ask you about what I think until recently might be the most secretive mural in Australia. I don't even know if you can talk about it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, what can you tell us about this secret wall?
I did a mural for a government agency. I don't know how much I can say.
Was it ASIO?
It was an ASIO.
You can say because I'll show you this.
It was on the there was an ABC documentary recently, and that's what it came up in.
I'm so intrigued.
Is underground in Canberra, 13,000 kilometres away.
Synchronising very, very carefully
So
our
it's
cyber
obviously not
effects
about-
with a commander in the field who was moving troops around in order to give that commander the advantage that they needed.
Military commanders in Iraq.
Not
had
what you'd
ASDs
expect in the background there.
at their disposal.
So,
Rickroll
yeah,
with this payload.
So I've got a mural in the bottom of ASD's building in Russell, and
The bunker?
yeah, it's in the basement, and it was awesome. It was real weird, but really cool. So somebody reached out and said, "Would like you to paint a mural down here." Like, he was a guy that was working in that space, and from like sheer luck, managed to get permission from the higher ups to allow this to happen. Going in, I no phone, nothing. Like, normally I listen to music or. But they were like, you can't take anything like that in. Somebody had to sit there and watch me paint the entire time. And they brought up music that people had brought in the past, and like CDs that were then like ripped onto the computers, and then the CDs were broken because they can't go back out. And they just had this weird eclectic mix of music that people had been like building over years. And I just painted these. They're like, it was very weird. They're like, we want this and this and this. I'm like, okay, cool. And
A dog on a hand?
Dog on a hand.
Pterodactyl.
There's a pterodactyl. There's a wasp. There's a Viking with a glass of scotch or whiskey, because there was a Viking whiskey there, like a whiskey Viking, which is just a guy with a big beard that liked his whiskey.
What, that worked there?
That worked there. I think
What a
that
weird
was
mix.
it. But
You just imagine that brainstorm of the staff just
they're
being
like,
like,
we
oh,
want
yeah,
this
chuck
and this and
this
this.
up.
Yeah.
A pterodactyl would be sick.
Yeah. And then throughout the entire back of it, I've got binary in there that I mean, this is a while ago now. It says "Houl loves you" in binary, and I've like pushed
one's
that
for the
throughout.
nerds.
Yeah, that's it. I've got I couldn't take photos of this thing either, which is like, you finish a mural, you take a photo, you document it, and I couldn't take any photos of it. But then I was given, like maybe a year later, they'd had like an official photographer come in, and same sort of lockdown as I had. They took this photo, and so I've got this strip. It's about this long.
Panorama.
And it like wraps both sides of it. And yeah. Real
So cool.
secret mural.
So cool.
And the other thing with it is that even the people working there will probably never find out because the lights are on permanently. But there's a Where's Wally at one point, like leaning out from behind a door, and his eyes, I got glow in the dark paint from Sancho's, and his eyes glow, but the lights are on there permanently, so that'll never.
So one day when the power goes out, it will be blasting. Years of light.
Just projecting out, like the wall opposite will catch fire. Yeah.
That's going to be the security downfall next year.
But yeah, seeing it up there, I had no idea it was coming out. Someone was like, "Is this your art, James?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, unmistakably, you're right.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh, that is awesome. Up until this doco, no one else would have seen, unless you have the top level security clearance in Australia. Like, no one else can see that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool. Did you have to get a security clearance, or did
No.
they just say, if you don't have anything on you, there's not much you can do?
So I think that's why there was somebody sitting there watching me, that I wasn't going snooping through desks and looking around. They'd cleared it all out as well. Like I had to book in a particular time so that any documents weren't just sitting out in the open, and they watched me. Just
What a job.
yeah,
Literally watching paint dry.
yeah.